G'day fellas, and we are back with another episode of Manor Lords. Today, we are once again on the hardest difficulty challenge. We've had a very cozy time on the last episode, but this time, I'm confident we're probably going to see a little bit more action from the bandits. Not only that, but we're going to start looking to claim some territory. We're going to get out here, clear out these bandit camps because they are quite close by. So we're going to do our best to eliminate them. There's quite a few of them around the map as well. We've got one here with how many people are we talking? Looks about 20 people maybe. But there are more bandit camps around this map, of course. We've got one down here that's been harassing us. One over here that's been stealing all of our linen. I tell you what, we're going to have a chat with them about it. But before we do that, let's get into it. It is time for us to begin pumping this economy up. This economy has been well and truly making its way, that is for sure. But the big thing for me here is I want to look to try and get more gambesons. So let's take a look and make sure our burgage plots are actually doing what we told them to do. And it looks like they are. We've got 4 gambesons that are now coming through. So hopefully what we should see now is our own, not enough funds for import. Oh, there you go. We're running out of fuel. Actually, are we running out of fuel? I feel like we're probably not running. We're not running out of fuel. Don't worry, we're not running out of fuel. Not anytime soon, at least. As long as we've got someone in the storehouse. We do. So we do have gambesons in the storehouse as well. So I'm going to double check our army. And we've got 8 gambesons on this bad boy right now. So I'm feeling really good about how this is going. You can see that number's going to continue to rise. So we've got 20 helmets. And we're going to make our way up to 36 gambesons. It's going to take a little bit of time, I suspect. One of the other things to note is we want more helmets coming in. So if we take a look at military, at the moment we are importing more helmets. So the more helmets that we get, the better. That's going to pump up our military numbers. How many did we have at the moment? Actually, let's double check and have a look. We've got 20 helmets, so we only need 16 more. So I'm going to go ahead and put that number down just a little bit. So let's move that number down to 16. We only need 16 more helmets, and then we can start pushing out. The only thing that I'm scared of doing is if we push out and we get attacked. So that's something that we need to be thinking about. Forager Hut has just come up, so let's go ahead and pop someone in there. In fact, we're actually in August right now, and autumn is around the corner. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put lots of people out here. I want to get all these berries in. Let's go ahead and do that. Who can we pull out of here? We've got a couple of people in the smithy. I kind of want to leave them in the smithy. I feel like you got to leave the lads in the smithy. We do have firewood as well that we can pull out. I mean, we got 24 firewood. That feels like a lot. And we can turn that into charcoal as well. You know what? I'm going to pull these bad boys out of the woodcutter lodge. We're going to go chuck these over. They can gather up some berries. We need some more diversity here. Our diversity is really starting to build with regard to our food. Now, autumn is going to be unassigned families needed for construction on the malt house. Well, the mill house, I would have said no, but if you're going to tell me about the malt house, I can definitely support that one. So, at this stage, we're working on getting our production lines in. Some of them are working from the very beginning, others not so much. So we're having to import 2 different resources at the moment. We're importing both barley as well as wheat or emmer, and that's going to help us convert quite a bit of our level 2 burgage plots into happier little homes, because unfortunately they're not the happiest at the moment. They do need that ale, which we're struggling with. In fact, I would almost say we're falling behind on at the moment. Can we even just get rid of this? We could unassign. I mean, the problem is if you unassign the family, then all of a sudden, you know, maybe that ale will start to build up, and you want to make sure that you've got yourselves some ale. Maybe we should stop purchasing. See, this is where I'm thinking, like, maybe we need to prioritize going for ale over our weapons or our helmets. But then there's a part of me that's like, you know what, I reckon we can be a little bit unhappy if it means that we're going to get fully armored individuals, because once they're fully geared up, like, we're going to be absolutely cooking, man. Now let's take a look at fuel. We do have charcoal that is hopefully going to be on the market shortly. If we take a look, you can see we've got 18 firewood, 0 charcoal. I don't like the look of that. That is not the best. We have a little bit out here. Log piece transitionary resource. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. I knew it was going to happen. Enemy unit has been spotted. A band of raiders near Selbitz. So, we've got raiders. This is why I was fearful of going out and attacking right now, even though we're in the middle of summer. And I said, well, I kind of want to attack in summer before it gets too cold in winter. But we can now see the enemy's going to be on the way, but it's not going to be a huge raiding force. It looks like there's only going to be the one that I can see. There could be a second one coming through, but It only appears to be the one. I reckon we could absolutely demolish these poor little guys. I'm speeding them up. I want to meet you guys. I want to see how you're doing. I want to get to know you. Yeah, I mean, we're in autumn at the moment. What are we in? We're in September, so it's only the beginning. Could we potentially... you'd have to be ludicrous to move out and attack somebody this late in the seasons, right? Like, there's no way that you would go push out. I mean, they're doing it. Maybe we wait until next year. What's that all about? That's a tree that's just fallen down. Calm down. So, let's check in once again with our fuel. Our fuel is really having a tough time on coming up, and I guess because we did take our people off. We've got a lot of employees that are doing stuff at the moment. Let's pull these guys out of the Weaver Workshop, because one of the things that's going to happen is we're going to need to turn our flax into linen, and we don't have any flax at the moment, so I'm going to pull both of these guys out of the Weaver Workshop. We'll chuck them down here into the Woodcutter's Lodge. Who else have we got out here? We've got a couple... we could move. We've got the logging camp. How are we doing on logs? We've got 30 timber. I reckon we can probably afford to throw a third one out here, just for now. We could probably think about putting somebody else in the charcoal kiln as well. Try and push that number up a little bit, but we do have the malt house coming through. So, we have the bandits on the way. I'm not even fussed about the bandits. I'm not even thinking about the bandits. I tell you what, I'm kind of excited that they're here, just because we dealt effectively with them last time, but now not only do we have double the men, we've also got an insane amount of gear. Like, we've got 36 pole arms. We've got all the helmets and the gambesons that you could ask for. Well, we could ask for a little bit more, I'll be honest. But that's absolutely fine with me. And where else can we pull more workers from at the moment? We could pull them out from berries. Oh, berries has already been completely depleted. All right, there you go. So we've managed to pull everybody out from berries. Let's take a look at the tannery just quickly. We've got 35 hides. I think that's definitely, we could definitely look to get somebody in there. And bloomery. I want to make sure that our bloomery is still functioning. So our bloomery is going to require... it's going to require iron ore to turn into iron slabs. We've got nobody working in the mining pit, which means we don't need anybody in the bloomery, which means naturally we don't need anybody in the smithy, because the smithy doesn't have any iron. So we're not going to be making any tools, which means no income, with the exception of the existing tool that we've got. So we're not going to be able to buy anything. So what we've got right now is essentially what we've got. That's pretty much it. We're running on what our existing lines are, but that also does mean that by doing that, we've got barley, so we can turn that barley. Let's turn that barley into malt. We might even put 2 people in there, and from that we also, now I've just realized, we also need to put one of these burgage plots into a brewery, and without that we wouldn't be able to make... I'm glad I picked that up before the raiders came through. How long do we have the raiders? Well, the raiders are actually they're pretty close. They're pretty close. We could go out and meet them here and actually take out this camp, but then it would be... we're very close to winter. I can't risk it. I can't risk it. Not this close. Not this close to winter. All right, not too long before they're going to be here. Approval rating is not the highest, and I think that's largely because of the lack of entertainment. You can see it's coming up as a -10 for the last month, so that is really hurting us. It's only -3 so far this month, but it is all just because our people like to drink beer, and you've got to remember, it's only these people in the level 2 burgage plots that are trying to drink beer. Everybody else ain't drinking beer. You need a lot of beer as well, or a lot of ale. All right, so we've successfully... You know what we need to do? We need to get these guys out. We need to get them out right now. Militia, out the front, please. Retinue, our flanking squad. From the side, resources added to the inventory. Image ID, item ID 228. Okay, there you go. I don't know what we've added in, but I'll take it. All right, we are assembling as the raid is very, very close to our border. The outlaws are on the way. We knew that this would happen, but I'm confident. I'm confident we'll be able to take them out. They're about to hit our border, and our men are looking to stand strong. Let's get ourselves a nice little formation in here. I want to go with something a little bit longer. Maybe something... Actually, let's go a little bit thicker back here. And we're going to... Do we give ground or we stand ground? I feel like we probably stand ground, because we're going to be fighting downhill as well. The enemy are going to be on the way here. We do have our flanking squad who are going to be coming in over from the right-hand side. I'm thinking, wait, we can't create a new unit because we don't have any more pole arms. So just keep that in mind. So we've got a few bonuses going for us at the moment. So we are in our home region, which increases our morale. And we are also fighting up a hill. We've got a nice little cohesion. So the cohesion's because of the the stacking, I'm pretty sure. So if I go like, if I do 4 deep, I'm going to have a higher level of cohesion than if I was to just do a big line. As I say that, the cohesion takes a massive drop right here. Never mind. Hold on. It's balancing. It's balancing. Cohesion, 10%. We're building cohesion. I don't know what this cohesion... This is not... I mean, that is one type of cohesion. I'm not going to support that type of cohesion here today on the battlefield. If you want to take that back home in the granary and go do it there, that is fine by me. Probably not. You know, that people are working. So, yeah, maybe just do it in the confines of your home, please. All right. Outlaws are on the way. Do I, like, usher them in? Like, hey guys, let me show you where we're going. Oh, I don't recognize exactly where we are right now. I think, are we looking down on the battlefield? Maybe. Oh, I see people. I see a person. I don't recognize exactly where we are. So I'm gonna have to cancel. Oh, we were out over here. Okay, all right. This is actually hard to see. We're down here on the ground. For Demacia! Oh, wait, no, that's the wrong game. Dude, we can't even see them. How are we going to defend this? There's all these I know. Hold on. Construction. Cosmetic. Erase shrubbery. Now the battlefield is visible. Now we know exactly what those maggots are up to. They're not my words. That's the words used by my men. All right. And now let's get back down on the ground now. All right. We've located the enemy. Dude, that squeal. Wait. What are they not coming towards us? They kind of are? Wait, they're going to the retinue? Oh, they are. They're going to the retinue. Okay, let's just attack the side. Surprise, motherfucker. Dude, look at our guys go. Wow. Okay. Retinue were actually the target of that. Do we want to give ground? No, I reckon we push forward here. We push forward. We crush in from the side. We're fighting downhill right now. We don't want to lose a single person. We didn't lose anybody on the first battle. Oh gosh, we've lost more than a good men today. We've lost firewood, leather, a little bit of stone in the back there as well. But we've got our strong formation. I tell you what, there's no way we're losing this. Look at all the beautiful helmets we've got in there. Get out of here, bandits. Now, we only faced one group of bandits today. I was expecting 2. I was hoping for 2. I thought we'd be able to try and take them on. We have unfortunately lost one individual by the looks of it. So even though we've got this greater number, we will still lose out on some. I'm going to bring these guys back over here. Let's pull them away. Try and get them away. You can see some of them are still kind of in there fighting. And never mind, look, the numbers of the bandits have just evaporated quickly. And that's it. We've taken care of them. So now we head into winter. We've taken care of the bandits, and that's going to be the hardest season for us to go through right now, knowing that we should be pretty safe from bandits. Typically, when it comes to the difficulty settings, it actually tells you for bandit attacks. So you've got like options like never or yearly, or the most difficult one, which is the one that we've got. It is more frequent than every year. I think that's pretty much what it says. In my experience previously, it's been like 7 months. Here with this one, it was a little bit longer than 7 months. So the last attack, I think, was in November or December. So we've made it about 8 or 9 to 10 months here, which is definitely a welcome addition. But I think it's going to be quite a while before the next bandit attack comes in. So I'm thinking as soon as spring rolls around, we are going to get in the car and we're going to go take these bandits out. That's what I'm feeling right now. So if we quickly inspect our army down here, so we're 33 out of 36. So unfortunately, we lost. Did we really lose 3 men in that fight? There's no way we lost 3 men, did we? How could we have lost that many? Why do we only have it? We've got to 100% have lost 3 people, which sucks. I didn't actually even take a stock take. Sounds a little bit rude talking about our citizens like that. But let's get to it. Let's power through it. I want to see these numbers actually start to increase because they're not increasing at all. Let's put an advanced work area over here. Let's put a second person in our storehouse. How many people have we got in the charcoal kiln? We've got 1, 2. Let's add a third. I don't think we're working on any construction processes at the moment, or construction projects at the moment. Bodies need burial. Oof. Okay. That'll do it. Let's get those bad boys buried up so they don't smell, because that will indeed ruin our approval. You can see right here, unburied bodies, -3, -4. It's going to quickly start to build up, so we want to try and minimize that. Winter is approaching. Indeed it is. So we're trying to build that stockpile. We've got a really good stockpile of meat, or of food. Still got one out here on the hunting camp. Let's take a look and see. Yeah, look at this, 141 food. That is absolutely amazing. The only thing that we're worried about is fuel. So our storage is full at the woodcutter's lodge. So how do we get that sorted out? I feel like that's where we need to have a storehouse, right? But we have a storehouse. Do I put a storehouse next to the woodcutter's lodge? Maybe that's the play. Okay, we're going to do that. We're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to put a storehouse here next to the woodcutter's lodge. And hopefully that by doing this, they're going to just move very quickly in between these two. And hopefully it doesn't become too much of a target for those bandits. You guys know they love to get in there on that backside and do some damage. All right, so in my mind, I'm thinking we've got a couple of things that I want to focus on. I want to get more... I want to pause trades for the moment, or at least pause imports. So let's go no trade here for helmets. Woodcutter's Lodge? Oh, that was the ones that got left outside. I think we start work on the iron deposit again, actually. Just get the iron built up. Like, we want to continue this income method here with the smithy. Now, if I remember correctly, we can also go into burgage plot level 2s. And we need to find one that we can upgrade. So I don't want to go for this big one with the backyard. Let's go for this one right here. I want to move into blacksmith's workshop. So let's go ahead and upgrade this. I'm going to put a very high priority. Let's put a couple of guys in the storage as well. Let's put one in wood chopping for now. It's crazy to me that we've got this much fuel, and yet still it's like, yeah, no, that's like 1 month of supply, bro. Like, this is a lot of fuel, man. We surely don't need 50 firewood every single month, right? Like, it's just got to be bugged, surely. There's no way. All right, what were we doing on the stock take? Right, stock take. We need to reallocate people appropriately, so we're going to take out one from this storehouse. We'll put them over here in this storehouse. Actually, we've already got 2 there. I'm going to put a couple more on the firewood, but we do need someone to be assigned or unassigned so that we can get this house leveled up. So I'm going to go ahead. Malt house, we're completely out, aren't we? Yeah, malt house is gone. So we're going to need to think about ale. So let's do it. And hopefully the smithy, we're probably not going to need the smithy, and instead we can use the burgage plot here, because I'm 99% sure these do it produces tools faster. I remember reading that somewhere, but you never know. Sometimes like you read stuff and it's just like, you know, did you read it on Reddit, or did you read it in the beginner's guide, or where did you read it? And yeah, it can leave you a little bit clueless. But resources stole. Oh my god, dude, look at this. 11 leather, 14 shoes. I don't actually mind losing leather and shoes. Like, it's actually fine. As long as we've got people on the hunting camp, and as long as we can replace... Like, if we've got shoes out there, it's fine. Yeah, we got 32 shoes. Bro, we have... Dude, we have so many shoes. Trade. Right now. Trade those shoes. Get them out of here. Where are they? They're in military shoes? Surely not. Commodities. They got to be in here. Dude. Trade route. We need a trade route. So let's stop importing for the moment. We're going to keep exporting our tools. We just need to stop all of our imports just for the moment, because I need to... okay, good. Yeah, I need to build up some resources here. Or we need to build up, rather, some regional wealth, because we need to open more trade routes. So our level 2 burgage plot has come online. We don't have enough wealth to actually open the blacksmith shop. So on top of that, we're also just going to start with the saw pit. We've still got one guy out here at the moment. So let's put him into the bloomery. Are we working the mining pit? It looks like we do have people down here working the mining pit. We got 2 gentlemen. A couple of storage people out here as well. And we're slowly turning. Let's chuck one in the smithy. So we've got this up and running. Malt House, we've cancelled. Weaver's Workshop, we've cancelled. Tavern, let's get you out of there. Unfortunately, we don't have the ability to really get in ale at the moment. Ale is so difficult to get, dude. It's so hard. Like, you can buy it. It's very expensive, though. Otherwise, if you don't want to buy it, you just have to, like, you got to really get your production line working. Okay, fuel's starting to look better, though. We've got 4 months of fuel. How are we doing on our approval? Yeah, this is where it's going to start tanking. You can see last month it was minus 14. Now, speaking of minus 14, that could just be me taxing them. But I'm not taxing them. So that's the difference right there. So we are starting to build that up now. We're going to need more, though. I can say that much. How did we go with that stockpile? Dude, we were up to 100 firewood. I'm sorry, but if 100 firewood is not enough for you guys and whatever it is that you're doing, then I don't know, man. I don't know. You gotta find something else to do with your time. Let's take a look at this Burgage plot here. That's a brewery. So we're going to turn this one right here into our blacksmith workshop. So that's on a very high priority as well. So we do have the planks, so I'm going to stop them from generating planks now. We don't need any more planks, even though we do have 10. That's going to be absolutely fine. And how are we doing for marketplace stalls? We've got 0 free locations, so I'm going to go ahead and put in more marketplace stalls. But where are we putting them down? We can do this like... let's do this weird one. 11 store locations? Why not? Let's throw them in. Generic storage is full. That's of the saw pit. Of course, that's of the saw pit. That's always how it rolls. And blacksmith is online. So now we can choose what we want. Do we want to... Oh, this is cool. Okay, hold on. So, for tools, we need 1 iron slab. Sidearms, we need 2. For spears, we need an iron slab and plank. And polearm, we need an iron slab and plank. So now what we're going to do is work out the trade values. So here, we want... So it was an iron slab and a plank. So, iron slab is 4. And a plank is a construction material. 2. So that's a total of 6. And you can put them together and turn them into a polearm for 8. You can also turn it into a sidearm for 8. Or a spear for 7. But if I remember correctly, we didn't have all of those options. We had spear and sidearm. So spear, sidearm, and polearm. Spear, sidearm, and polearm. We had spear, sidearm, and polearm. So these 3 options, which are 7, 8, 8. Or we can just turn this 1 iron slab into a tool. I'm sure you see where I'm going with this. Commodities, which is 6, and it's an iron slab. And the iron slab is like, it's 4. It's by far just the best to go straight into tools, right? Like, I'm not crazy, am I? I think that's right. I think that's it. So we're just going to go and we're just going to produce tools. Even though there's a part of me that thinks, oh, maybe we should make polearms. Dude, why don't we just make polearms? No, but we want to sell them. We want to sell them so that we can get resources to buy beer. Because we're alcoholic. That's what we need. We don't need more weapons right now. We got enough weapons. I mean, we don't actually have enough weapons. How many weapons do we have? We've got 33. We also want to increase this retinue. I'm going to start thinking about taxing people. No, we can think about taxing people once... Oh, hello. Let's move you off. We can think about taxing people once we've gotten enough alcohol. But are we ever really going to have enough alcohol? I don't think so. I don't think so. We got quite a few unassigned families now. This is starting to feel a little bit better. I'm going to go ahead and put a 3rd person on the charcoal kiln. We're up to 11 charcoal. Ideally, I'd want to turn all of my firewood into charcoal, right? Because it does burn twice as efficiently. Now, speaking of efficiency, let's get ourselves up to gear here. Because we are going to be looking to move out shortly. Let's have a look and see. We got 3 sidearms. Let's go ahead and... Wait. We could put the sidearms... See, but then we'd need sidearm militia. So I'm just going to sell the side... Oh, but I can't sell the sidearms. Because then I would need to... What are we going to do with the sidearms? More resources stolen by bandits. Have a look at this. They stole my tools! A lot of venison. They're stealing a fair bit now, so we're going to have to clear out these camps. As soon as spring comes around, like, we're clearing out everybody. It's not even going to be, like, we're going to rinse them, dude. We want to make sure that we've got roads to everyone's bandit camps. Like, I'm going to draw a road all the way up to your bandit camp, my friend. Like, it is... Hello, how are you doing? Don't mind me. I'm just... Wait. Oh, we have to go across... We have to go across the river. Okay. All right. We will cross that bridge when we get to it. You like that? That was good. I liked I like that. I thought that was quite good. All right, we're speeding through winter just mainly because I want to get out of winter just so I can go. I want to take these guys down. Let's check in with our army and see how they're doing. So only 12 gambesons at the moment. We're up to 54 regional wealth. We have been selling our tools, but that's it. That's all we've been doing. There's nothing else really in here that I want to sell. Like, I don't want to sell any of our production, dude. Look, we have 100 meat, dude. We have so much meat. It is insane. Firewood, and we don't want to sell our meat, right? Like, there's no way in the world we're selling our meat. That's a decent price. 200. 200 can buy you a fair bit. So we got the sidearms. I could just make sidearms. I feel like we just make tools, though. Are we selling? We're selling shoes, right? Let's go into commodities. Shoes. Route required. Establish a trade route. Yes, I would like to export my shoes. And I would like to keep 5 shoes on my market. Dude, that's going to be insane. We're going to pull in close to 400. 400, that's a fair bit right there. That's a nice chunk of change. We'll be able to buy all the gambesons we want. Wait, aren't we making the gambesons? No, we'll buy the helmets. That's what we'll want. Let's buy those helmets right now. There you go. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go into helmets. And we're importing... It says importing 16. I feel like we probably need... let's cancel this one and then make a new group of polearm militia. There we go. Okay, so these guys with their polearms. So we still need 3 polearms. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna make those polearms, even though it's probably not the right call. Let's do it. We're probably gonna make too many polearms. Do we just keep an eye on it? Do we just keep checking in with it? Do we just keep watching it? I think that's what we do. Dude, look at this. What are we're selling so much right now. We're going ham. Maybe we're just buying up all of the helmets. All right. April. Spring has rolled around. It's time to go. We want 3 more. It's not this one. It's this one here, the blacksmith. How are we doing? Oh, we got some planks. Actually, I just realized we will need planks if we want to keep making them. The planks cost 2, right? So we're not actually gaining anything by including... Yeah, planks are 2. So we're not really... The only thing that we're doing by putting a person in here is just losing out on that efficiency. All right. Oh, we just went crazy. We got a whole bunch of helmets in. Have a look at this. 36 helmets. There it is. And let's stop purchasing helmets. We require no further helmets. Do we really have 16 in surplus? So I've got... Hold on. So I've got a group of militia that have all got helmets. And then I have surplus helmets? How did that even happen? I didn't even know how that happened. Now, we could set up trade for gambesons. I'm not going to bother. The only thing I'm worried about is just polearms. We're going to get to 36 polearms. And then we're just going to march. I'm kind of tempted to march right now. We got 2 polearms in here. Let's just do it. Let's just go. What's the difference between 36 and 32? Wait, we're up to 36 polearms. Look at that. We did it. We did it. We did it. All right, everybody, back to tools. And now let's go take them out. So who's nearest to us? We've got a bandit camp here and a bandit camp. This one's like just down the road. This one's also down the... I think we're going to take this one out, right? It's coming in from the corner. Let's go hit him. It's about damn time. Ladies and gentlemen, let us rally to the nearest... I reckon we could just rally. I mean, let's just take the road. So, do we take the retinue as well? I feel like we might take the retinue as well. The only thing I'm worried about... See, they're not going to raid us, right? Like, they literally just raided us. So they're not going to raid us again. It's just not possible. Dude. I thought they were ox, dude. I was like, oh my god, we brought the ox. Look, like, from a distance, it's like, man, that looks like an animal. It is not an animal, I assure you. But speaking of animal, just going to get myself another ox. Get that bad boy in shortly. All right, so we're going to grab everybody. Our 2 groups here. We've got a fair bit of fatigue here under the retinue, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. They are soaking wet as well. But let's move everyone over here. Do you guys just... Do you just walk through the water? Oh, okay. We've got some Jesus Among Us right here. So when they go through the water... Oh, they get a real bad penalty when they're climbing, don't they? So we're going to go over towards the bandit camp. I'm very tempted to go to the stone deposit, but unfortunately that's not where we want to go. We want to go to the bandit camp. So let's get over there. And hopefully we don't lose too many people here. Because remember that when we bring these gentlemen over here, while technically their wives and their children are still working, we are losing out on these people. They're not doing their jobs. They're not, you know, tending to the crops and whatnot. So that's one thing to note. So we're going to clear out this bandit camp. All right. They know that we're here. What if we just go and, like, the retinue go around the back? Okay, so we're gonna hold our ground. Okay, and we look at them, and let's make ourselves a little bit longer, a little bit scarier. I don't like that. I want to be, like, stacked up perfectly. There we go. And the retinue are gonna go around the back. Can we just go, like, destroy their camp? That's what they do to us, right? Let's go. Let's try. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. They're pushing up towards us. Okay, where are my retinue? Dude, my retinue are just like, they're just walking, dude. Look at this. Oh, they're so fatigued, man. They're just like, oh, we can't, dear sir. Well, we chose a good spot to fight. Right at the top of the hill, actually. I don't mind this at all. We've got pretty good cohesion. I don't mind this. We do have 36 men, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. We could give ground up, or we could attack in from the side. They're so slow, dude. They're so slow. I think because they're going up the hill still. Oh, yeah, look at this. They're really, like, they're not with it at all. Because I don't know whether we have to kill them all the way to the end. 12 slabs of metal stolen. You can see the way that they're kind of posturing. Very intent here. All right, let's go. Let's attack from the back. Dude, they're so slow. They're so tired, dude. I don't even think they should be fighting right now. Look at him go, dude. He's so tired. He's like, Oh, we just finished. Yeah, get him, retinue. Get him, boys. All right, that's it. Now we got to go clear out the camp, right? Yeah, look at this. We got to go right click on the camp. Let's get the army to do it, because the retinue have had it. You know what, retinue? You guys can disband. Can we disband you? Can't disband outside of the home region. All right, you come back over here, boys. You guys have had it. You guys have well and truly had it. All right, let's speed this bad boy up. We've cleared out the first bandit camp. I'm kind of tempted to go after the next one as well. We didn't lose a single man in that fight. All right, we got a new message. What does it say? When searching through the enemy belongings, you find a stash of goods. You didn't think I would see that second A. It's because you put it on the wrong line. Should have been up here. You find a stash of goods. They could be sent to your people, who surely need them, though it is your right to keep them. Send resources to the nearest town, or this belongs to my treasury now. I think this belongs to my treasury now. 170, not bad. Okay. So we can use that to hire more retinue. So, like, if we go into here... Okay, we can't customize right now, but we can buy more retinue, which we're 100% going to do. Do we go clear... Where's the next one? All right, who's next? Who's next? Dude, this is it. Okay, this is clear. We've cleared out the... Already? Already? Take him out. Do we want to bring... I don't know. I don't think we want to bring our retinue. They've had enough. They've had enough. I don't know why, but the retinue really didn't fare well in these fights. We've still got some pretty decent effectiveness, I feel like. All right, let's speed it up. A bandit camp was sighted. Is this a new bandit camp? Don't tell me didn't we just clear that? No, we didn't. It's on the other side of the map. All right, what do we got here for our field? It's a little bit weird. We're kind of fighting on a hill here. And the enemy is going to be attacking through the trees. So I reckon we just stand here and we just hold our ground. I like this strategy. I call it like the hold ground strat. What if we... Hold on, let's go up the hill. Let's keep going up the hill. And let's go around. Let's try and get the height advantage here. It's not a huge difference, but it does matter. Like, when you think about gravity and attacking into people, when you hold a weapon, like having that slight little bit of extra gravity, a little bit of force from gravity. Can we disband you guys now? We can disband our unit. So they're going to head back home. They're going to get their good stuff going on with them. We're going to stand here. We're going to fight. We're going to balanced. Hold the ground. There's 16 of them. I hope we're rotating in the front, man. I think that's what they did. But the charge is coming through now. All right. Decent hold. I tell you what, I'm going to be honest. I absolutely love the fighting in this game. It is so cool to see. Being able to watch this. And I can't wait until the battles start getting a little bit bigger. Because at the moment, these battles aren't the biggest battles. These are only small little battles. But I'm going to speed it up a little bit here. I mean, we could give ground. So soldiers try to push forward with their force. Or we could give ground, where it slowly pushes the formation line backwards, luring the enemy to follow. We don't have any flankers coming in, so I think we just push forward here, and we just try and overwhelm them. We have lost a man, though. We've lost 2 men, though. Oh, that's not good. But the opponent's lost 4. We're not doing terribly. I really don't mind losing these men, because these guys are replaceable. These are just our militia. You know, we've got Ott in here, and there we go. We take them out again. How many did we lose? We lost 2. In that fight. Still got some decent numbers on our efficiency as well. We can go take more. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. We're on a roll here, baby. We are just taking people out left, right, and center. Let's go clear this one out. Straight into it. I like how it slows it down right before we enter into their domain. What have we got? Oh, you know what we're doing. This belongs to my treasury. 138. Okay, I think we can head home after this. This has been very successful. We've cleared out both of these camps. Let's bring them back here. Now, what I want to do is I want to kit out my retinue. This is where it gets fun, because I can come in, I can customize my army. So I'm going to jump into my retinue, and I'm going to customize them. And here, I can look to purchase additional men, or I can just look to upgrade. I can import the armor set. Now, I'm not going to import it because... Hold on. Buy locally. Or import. Well, we're definitely going to import the armor set. But more importantly, I just want more men at arms. I want more men at arms. We've got 11 out of 12. We're 1 short of having the whole squad. Now, just remember, that's not even the whole squad. Because on top of that, we also have the ability to go into our manor. And we have the ability to put down the garrison tower, which increases maximum retinue size by 12. That's what I'm talking about. Remember that these retinue, these guys are incredible. This is like SEAL Team 6 of the medieval ages. These guys are insanely strong. Because if you take a look at, like, let me just pull the stats out right now, okay? Like, let's get stats out here. I'm gonna rally them to the front. I know you guys just got out of a big fight and you're chilling out. Have a look at this. So if we hover over these guys, they have got a huge amount of armor, a huge amount of shield. So 12 armor, 32 shield. Compare that to our polearm militia. These poor guys over here, 2 armor, 0 shield. Now, of course, that's because these guys are polearms. They don't have an actual shield, whereas you compare them to the retinue. Some of them do have shields, but a large part of that is the fact that the retinue are going to be able to use that heavy armor, and they don't even have the heavy armor equipped. Remember, I mentioned just earlier the fact that if you go in and customize them, they do have access to this right here, which is where you purchase the plate armor. This plate armor cannot be used by any units other than the retinue, and that's what sets them apart. The retinue, allowing them to be that extra tier above everybody else. They have access to plate armor. You will not be able to use that. If we dive in here into the tech tree, you can see plate armor. So this is master armor smithing, enables blacksmiths to craft plate armor, which can be in turn used to upgrade the retinue. You cannot do that for anything else. It's only the retinue, and that's why they're so good. That's why I love them so much. That's why I take care of those boys, because they're the real defenders of our civilization. Well, we've started to clear out the bandit camps, but we will need to conquest over the additional areas outside there. I'm gonna look to try and... I think we can probably claim our first zone in the next episode. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Manor Lords on the hardest difficulty possible. I've been Aussie Drongo, and we'll catch you in the next episode.